monkey clever. That's when the trees are work together.
Okay.
All the power Wike is wielding is the power given to him by Tinubu and APC.
Okay.
They can withdraw those powers. That is even what it is very, very irritating. Serious. I don't see why anybody in Rivers State should be deferring to Wike. On what ground? I mean, these are things I don't understand. Even my friend, I don't see why he should be deferring to Wike. On what ground? Does Rivers State belong to him?
Is a stakeholder.
Why is he the only person in Rivers State?
Major stakeholder.
Is he the only one that has ruled Rivers State? Look, all these things that people are doing, you are contributing to the destruction of democracy in Rivers State by giving Wike the power that he does not have. Seriously.
Are they giving him the power, or is it the power that he wields?
No. It is the people of Rivers State that are giving him this power, undeserved power. On what ground should he be dictating the pace in Rivers State? On what ground? Just look, this assembly must be told to watch their back. In 2019, APC did not feature in the election of that year. Remember, all because of this political rascality, no thanks to Amechi. They called to shut them down from the presidency to the state assembly to governorship to federal assembly. They never featured. If APC is not careful with this Wike and his rascality, they will lose Rivers State. Quote me. In fact, they are going to lose Rivers State if they allow Wike to get away with this one. All the things they accused Fubara of doing was the same accusation the Supreme Court have ruled against him before the state of emergency. Remember, everything they accuse him here is what happened in the past, which the state of emergency has overtaken. And the man was dutifully trying to implement all of them before they imposed the state of emergency. So why are they bringing it back again? On what ground?
Barrister, these are fresh allegations.
Look, what are you telling me, fresh allegation?
Yes.
It cannot be fresh allegation.
No, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
It cannot be, because these are the same thing they accuse him of. Before the Supreme Court ruled. Remember? And so, these things are things that happened in the past. And they have started on a fresh note. And this man has been working accordingly. So, all these allegations have no basis, because the Attorney General of the state have not been he has not been notified. Whatever they are doing now will not sell through, because Fubara is an APC governor, and I don't see a PDP man. No, it's not possible. Look, those people should watch it. They should watch it, because I don't want people to be crying foul when the APC leadership will come against them. Especially Wike. Imagine Wike in that assembly. What was he doing there, Mr. Okoro? In the morning, did you see it? The TV that came to cover it was not even told what they were supposed to come and cover. And Wike was in that assembly. He was there. He was present there to witness everything. For what reason?
Yes, I've not seen the video.
Why was Wike there? What was he doing there?
Yeah, in the House of Assembly complex.
I mean, this is very, very, I don't know. This thing has turned into a joke. It has turned into a joke for God's sake.
Okay, Barrister, let's look at the legal implications of it. I think what you're addressing now is the politics of Rivers State.
Yes.
Now, how feasible is it, that the House of Assembly could start impeachment process on the governor in terms of constitute a panel investigating this gross misconduct which they have alleged. Now, they're supposed to also, the chief judge, the CJ of the state is supposed to raise a panel, and they will sit and now make
I mentioned it.
Okay, so how feasible is it?
That's what I'm telling you, that this is like a joke.
Okay, it's a joke.
You know the processes to follow. That's why I told you that without thinking about it, this thing will not sell, it will not fly. It will be like a beef case in Anambra, that the court asked him to go back to his seat. That is what it's going to look like.
That is if the process runs through.
That is
okay.
No, they have already made a mistake. Okay. What they did now is not what they're supposed to do. It is those panels that will come out with a report before this one they did today would have happened.
No, I think the first process is to initiate allegations, to say, okay, this
and set up and then notify the attorney general, the CJ, the
chief judge of the state.
So have they done that?
No, this is the first process.
Anyway, without being told.
Okay.
As long as this thing is what I think it is, it has failed.
Okay.
So they have the right to, under the constitution,
to do that.
Yes, they have the right.
Okay.
According they quoted one everybody, because section 188, that's how they quoted section 305 for us here. Anybody cannot just become a lawyer all of a sudden. When you want to carry out your mischief, you look at one section and start quoting. The provisions of that section, did you follow it? They don't quote this constitution as if it is really all commerce affair. The provision, did you follow it? Okay. Remember what happened in section 109 about defection. All the processes about defection, did you follow it? And now so I don't even want to dwell on the 188 they are quoting.
Okay.
The question is, did you follow due process? That's the first question.
Did you follow due process?
Yes,
as far as they are concerned, yes. The process is dead on arrival.
I'm telling you, the form already.
Okay, we think that under this circumstance, the political calculation, that is what we are looking at now. Do you think that Wike can pull off the impeachment of Sim Fubara? And I want you to make reference, I make reference to a statement made by Barrister Adams. He said Wike has approved that he be impeached. In
fact, that is even what it is very, very irritating. Serious. I don't see why anybody in Rivers State should be deferring to Wike. On what ground? I mean, these are things I don't understand. Even my friend, I don't see why he should be deferring to Wike. On what ground? Does Rivers State belong to him?
He's a stakeholder.
Why is he the only person in Rivers State?
Major stakeholder.
Is he the only one that has ruled Rivers State? Look, all these things that people are you are contributing to the destruction of democracy in Rivers State by giving Wike the power that he does not have. Seriously.
Yes, I don't give him the power, or is it the power that he wields?
No. It is the people of Rivers State that are giving him this power, undeserved power. On what ground should he be dictating the pace in Rivers State? On what ground?
I would like for us to be very realistic.
Realistic
in terms of power that the young man
who gave him the power?
Barrister, he has that government.
Somebody gave it to him. The people of Rivers State allowed it.
But he's in control now.
You gave it to him.
How?
You allowed it. Go and try it in Imo State where I come from, or any other place in the southeast. Let anybody come and play Godfather in my own region. Let anybody come and play. Officer Carlo tried it. How did he end up? No, tell me. I am telling you what I know. That the people of Rivers State, I am sorry to say this, there is nobody in that state. For a Wike to be talking and behaving the way he is behaving is very, very wrong. On what ground should he be telling everybody, I paid for this person, I paid for this person, I did this? Is it with his own money? These are things that somebody should have asked questions. And everybody allowed him to be behaving and talking as if he's the owner of Rivers State. On what ground? He was in that assembly when this proceeding was going on. On what ground?
Barrister Gomo, as a lawyer, now do you think that Sim Fubara has committed impeachable offense?
He did not. Okay. Before he started using that budget, the court said he can go ahead with the assembly members that are was him. Is that not true? The court told him to go ahead.
But he's not presented 2026 budget.
Hold on now. The same way that of Plateau State happened, the court said that the governor can go on with the 6 members of the state assembly. Is that not true? So why should anybody be making reference to such things? Look, the issue of the defected lawmakers in Liberty has not been adjudicated upon up to today. So Fubara is right because he doesn't know where those assembly members belong. They have defected and we should interrogate that. Section 109 is very clear on it. That is the truth. Nobody should blame the governor. The member that came back, they came back as a result of what? Oral decision. Oral decision, not the decision of the court. There was no time the court have said, yes, you did not defect, you defected. So their case is still pending. Let nobody dwell on that.
Let's talk more about Wike. Now, Wike recently made a bold statement. He said, no one can use me and dump me. In apparent reference, to the president. Now, do you think that he can square up with the president?
Let me tell Wike and those supporting him, very, very soon, EFCC will knock on his door. Let me see how it will be clean. Very, very soon, EFCC will knock on Wike's door. And then his book of remembrance will be opened. And I want to see how the people supporting him now are going to defend Wike. Or didn't he commit acts of corruption in office? He made the confessions yesterday. Is that not true? When he was running his mouth, telling everybody what he did and what he did not do. Is that not an open confession? EFCC will use it against him. So let him be very careful. He has confessed how he rigged the election, all the money he spent and all that. He is going to make what? Some explanations on how he got those money. That was how he told us here that his father was the general manager of all the
do you think that
somebody came and told us?
Do you think that Wike can square up with the president? Do you think that he has the capacity?
I said he did not.
Let me land on my question. Do you think that he has or he does not have the capacity to cause problem, no matter how little, for the president in River State in 2027?
Monkey clever. That's when the trees are work together.
Okay.
All the power Wike is wielding is the power given to him by Tinubu and APC. Okay. They can withdraw those powers.
Okay. Do you think that the president will allow Wike to be embarrassed by stopping the impeachment of Fubara?
No, when the deity is becoming too troublesome, he should be reminded of the tree that carved it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because that section 188 that dwelling upon, I know where they are going. They want to land on that level where it is discretional on what is a gross misconduct. Okay. That's where they go. But Fubara has another window of going to court to challenge whatever they are accusing him of. Yes, just like has happened in Anambra, which all of us saw. He can go to court and challenge it and say, no, this particular thing they call gross misconduct, it never happened. Because gross misconduct can be according to your own discretion and my own discretion. Is that not true? And I don't see how the CJN of River State will approve whatever they want to do. It's not possible. This other idea of selecting the men of where is that man with impeccable character?
The point is that whether we find them or not, a 7-man panel has to be constituted in River State.
So all these things are just neither one or there.
No, the point is that there must be somewhere, because at the end of the day, if the process runs through, whether we like it or not, whether we are sentimental about it or not, the process will run through and something will happen. We don't see it happen.
I don't see how an APC government
will allow
somebody in PDP to embarrass them. It can never happen.
Beautiful. I'll take that.
Know that.
So that's a takeaway. That Fubara is an ungrateful child. And like the question I asked the lawyer that is on virtual, do you think that who do you think between the two of them is the saint and the villain?
The saint here is Fubara.
Okay.
He helped Wike more than Wike helped him. That's a fact.
He helped Wike to do what?
He helped Wike in all the money that passed through his account.
Reverse money?
Reverse money, yes. Because that's what
the accountant general helped him.
I said, don't worry. The book of remembrance will be opened. When the two of them will be singing Kennedy, we will now know who took more money than the other. Is that not true? By that time, we will now know who has stolen what. All the money Wike is using to do his braggadocio. Whose money is that? The family background, are they rich? Look, Mr. Okoro. One man wrote a book, Machiavelli, about what? The prince. And one of the high points of that book is what? The end justifies the means. Moses entered into agreement with Pharaoh and told Pharaoh that the Israelites are going for a 3 days prayer to go and worship their God, that he should allow them to go. Is that not true? Before the Pharaoh said, okay, if it is to go and worship your God, that 3 days, is still pending up to today. Almost how many years ago? Over 2,000 years ago, or 500 years ago. You see, when Wike was becoming too arrogant in Rivers State, something had to give. A Fubara, yes, must align to at least get the power out of him. And that is what happened. Besides, Mr. Okoro, Wike did not do Fubara a favor, because without Fubara, another person would have taken over as governor, because Wike's term have expired and finished.
And the person would have done Wike's.
And I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
So this thing about Fubara was nobody. The person was going to bring. Is there?
So wasn't Fubara lucky that to have been the one?
Is it doing any favor? Mr. Okoro, Fubara would have become something else. The person coming in would have appointed Fubara to even become another minister, give him more responsibility. So eventually, Fubara would have become something. Did you ever believe that?
But he wouldn't be governor.
Hold on, you don't know, you never can tell. He's still a young man. He would have even become a governor from another party. Yes, he would have gone to another party.
But he was not a politician.
Oh, God Almighty.
He wasn't going for politics. He was just a civil servant.
Because of what was going on, he would have joined another party where they would now promote him and bring him up. Is that not true?
Look, he wasn't even interested in politics.
Who told you that? Listen, who told you he was not interested in politics?
No, that's the information we have.
That's the information you got. Then why is the Fubara the governor today? Now,
because Wike helped him. Wike made him governor. Wike said, I made you governor. Without me, nobody from your community will be governor.
It's a lie. Look at it this way, Mr. Okoro. Did anybody in Rivers State and the Barristers believe that Jonathan would have become the president of this country?
Barrister, that is happenstance.
The same thing could have happened here. The same thing could have happened here.
He wasn't deputy governor.
You never can tell.
He was not in politics. Recall that Jonathan started at the local government level.
Listen very well.
Hold on.
Fubara would have
Jonathan started at the local government level.
I said after that session with the Wike, Fubara would have gone to another political party where they can now bring him up to challenge anybody Wike will put there. Is that not true? And Rivers State people would have loved Fubara and elected him. That can happen.
But it didn't happen. So
that's why I'm telling you that nobody should tell me that thing. Because do you know what is in the heart of a man? Now listen, before you say Fubara was an ungrateful child, listen. This man agreed with Wike with whatever. And you know, in any agreement that is against public policy, against repugnant to public policy and good conscience, it is null and void. It is null and void. It is null and void. But he knew at that point that it would be null and void, that it was repugnant, that it was against public interest, and he entered into it. I am coming now. Listen. Listen. Now, Wike is telling the sitting governor, you must not sign any contract above 5 million naira. Mr. Okoro,
who told you that?
Oh my God!
I'm asking you a question.
Fubara said it now that he's tired. He can't take this. Why can the sitting governor not sign it? You know, he said it. When this thing was brewing, everybody had him. That was what he said. That was part of the problem, that they should be giving the 20% of Rivers State money allocation. Is that not one of the problems? You tell me, is that not the cause of the matter here? Wike wanted the sitting governor to hand over the treasury of Rivers State to him.
I think these are mere speculations.
No. Nobody said it. Wike said, if he demands such a thing, what is the problem? What is it not his?
No, he said he didn't demand, but even if
oh God, Mr. Okoro, I don't like this you are doing.
I didn't see the paper, the agreement. Nobody has seen it.
He said it in Abuja. That he had, as some people said that he wants so, that even if you want it, what do you want with that? Is that not what he said? So tell me, what is the problem with Rivers State and the Fubara? Tell me that offense the Fubara have committed. If not this thing I'm telling you now, is that how to run a state? Okay, now Barrister, let's talk about everybody blaming Fubara should ask question. What did the Fubara do wrong? That if you did not respect Wike, is there any time Fubara was insulting Wike? The only crime he committed is that he don't hand over the leader treasury to Wike. Is that not the cause of the matter?
Well, I think the Wike said that he has breached the agreement.
Which agreement?
The agreement is agreement.
Let him say the agreement.
You said you have seen the agreement. I thought you said you have seen it.
Let him say it now. Let him say it because what I'm telling you is
didn't Fubara breach it? Didn't Fubara breach it?
He did not breach anything.
He breached it in public interest.
In what I don't understand.
I'm asking you.
He did not breach any agreement that I told you here.
Okay, he did not breach any.
He did not breach any agreement.
Let's talk about 2027. Let's bring back
Godfather.
Now, yes. Fubara says I'm strengthening support for the president. Well, by the way, Sim Fubara, you are not coming back for second term. That's part of the agreements that they reached. Now we have Ijaw Youth Congress, Ijaw Youth Council said, look, we have thrown our support. We have endorsed Sim Fubara for second term. But Wike says it's non-negotiable. Sim Fubara is out. Is out. Who do you think will win?
Fubara will win on 3 grounds. He's an APC governor. He's in support of Tinubu. And Rivers people are behind him. So all the people that are, all the hired crowd that are Wike is, look, the people of Rivers State are not happy with Wike.
Barrister, you say they are hired crowd?
They are
senators, members of the House of Reps, members of House of Assembly.
Hold on, listen, Mr. Okoro, as of today, Wike is still in PDP. He's not an APC member. Get it right. APC will never allow somebody in PDP to be dictating for them. It can never happen. It's an insult. It's an embarrassment. Are you not hearing? Are you not seeing what I'm saying here? A Wike cannot throw his weight around in Rivers State again. No, it can never happen.
If he joins the APC.
I said, let him join first. Let us start from there. Yes. As of today, they have told him, the secretary of APC have told him, resign. The National Working Committee are telling Tinubu today that, look, you have to choose between us and the Wike. By the way, can Rivers State alone give a victory to Tinubu? Mr. Okoro, can Rivers State alone give victory to Tinubu?
So Barrister, as far as I am concerned, Wike is a spent.
In fact, he's gone. That's why the music have stopped playing. Anybody supporting, I will be here to ask them how far. By next week, APC will react over.
Barrister, you are concluding thoughts.
I said by next week, APC will react over Wike in Rivers State.
Okay, should I take that as a conclusion?
Yes, it's my concluding thought.
Okay, now let's go back.